finally getting what they wanted. They were in the lead earlier in the first period where they scored 2 goals, but Punjab got 2 back in the second period. And in the third period, here we are in the 7th minute. Punjab 2, trailing by 1 goal to Lakshadweep, who have just scored their 3rd goal and are still with the possession here. Mirsad trying to get past the Punjab defender, but was pulled down, and the referee orders kick in. So this is also the moment where perhaps Lakshadweep can settle it or come close to settling it.
Yeah, cement their position for the bronze medal. Mirza there would be taking the free kick. He'll be going straight for the goal.
Mirsad
Punjab goalkeeper Gurjeet Singh would be trying to read what Mirza has in mind. Oh! Deflecting off the sand, and that's goal number 4. And wow, what an advantage there for Lakshadweep right now as they go up 4-2.
Alaric, best goal of the match?
By far, Savio. I think he used that trajectory very well. It went off a slight mound of sand, and I think it's match done for Lakshadweep. I think they can very well, can't start celebrating, but I think they very much have this in control.
They can at least bring the champagne glasses and keep them ready.
I don't know. I'm sure they must be celebrating in some way. I don't know if it is champagne.
So here you are 4-2 to Lakshadweep against Punjab, and they are looking for more here. They are still in Punjab danger territory, but Punjab saving themselves from that awkward moment, and Lakshadweep defenders pulling one back. The goalkeeper calling for a pass, but down the right flank now is Lakshadweep's Abu Huraira, who has been everywhere throughout the match. But Punjab now, their goalkeeper looking for some support in the forward line, trying a long throw in, goes back, rebounds to him, and he's once again surely looking for a forward there for Punjab. He knows that it is time short on their hands. We are in the 8th minute of the period, the 3rd period of the bronze medal match. Punjab versus Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep on 4, Punjab on 2. Can Punjab pull 2 back? They're running out of time. And the goalkeeper, his urgency, looking at that he was out of his area. The Lakshadweep people or teammates trying to take opportunity of that and trying to score, but didn't get one in. So here are Lakshadweep feeling safe now with a 2-goal cushion. And that was a very, very, very unfortunate pass which went out and into Punjab possession now.
So I think Savio, Lakshadweep well within control. And there you have one more save. And Abu Huraira once again hitting it away from the frame.
Abu Huraira has the word hooray in his name.
Hooray.
So I'm sure he's close to saying hooray, hooray, hooray for his team, because we are in the 9th minute of the bronze medal face-off between Punjab and Lakshadweep, and there goes the Punjab goalkeeper with a brilliant diving save there. If not for him, perhaps the scoreboard would have changed. But here are Lakshadweep still in possession with a throw in there. On the right flank, a nice controlled dribble by Lakshadweep's Abdul Hashim. He's still there in the corner. He's looking for his teammate Mirsad, who tries a header, but that header goes wide. And Punjab goalkeeper looking for one of those long throw-ins that he has been accustomed to and we've been habituated looking at. But finally, it's Lakshadweep's goalkeeper who collects the ball, passes it to Abu Huraira, who not very often mispasses, but this time it was. But he's still back to try and get the ball, Abu Huraira. But now it's in Punjab's possession. Down the right flank, it's Harmandeep, the captain, trying to do something for his team. Time is running out. It's less than 3 minutes in this third period. A throw-in coming from Punjab. Let's see what can come out of this. But Lakshadweep defender shoots it away to safety. And with the ball being in the Punjab half, they feel very safe. So goalkeeper to goalkeeper throw in there.
Yes, so there we have Lakshadweep in control for sure, and they are much better in what they are doing at the moment. Good movement through the middle, using the flanks well, and there's some constructive play there. And there's a throw in, and that's a foul. That's a foul for Aswinder Singh, and the goalkeeper gets a chance to have a shot on goal. The referee.
All right, the referee, of course, waiting for a quick substitution that's about to take place as he waits for the number 5, Akram, to come and take the free kick. Abu Huraira lobs the ball up. They will try and keep the ball in their possession now. Lakshadweep, they are leading by a margin of 2 goals as of now in the 10th minute of the third session. And if they hold on for another 2 minutes, they would be happy to have a place on the podium with a bronze medal around their neck. But still, Punjab trying to see if they can reduce the margin. It's a lovely pass by Akram from the right to the left flank to his teammate, and that could be close. And that was a lovely header from the number 11, Abdul Hashim. The goalkeeper standing in the way of that lovely goal. It could have been a super goal. As you can see, Arpan Singh is the goalkeeper that has replaced the goalkeeper Gurjeet Singh, who manned the goal for more than 2 periods, the first 2 periods and more. With Lakshadweep looking forward to a comfortable victory as of now, leading by 4 goals to 2. Trying all the tactics from the book. Bicycle kick, reverse kick.
That shot was a spectator shot, Bambi. That's called a shot that is perhaps a gift for the spectators, just for that split second where they touch the ball and give it back.
Yes, that's exactly what many of the spectators here have looked forward to, being part of the game, even by when they are seated in the stands. And with this match almost coming to an end.
Yeah, we have entered the last minute of the third session, where Lakshadweep are sitting pretty, 4 goals to 2 against Punjab. They are going for the bronze here. The bronze medal thoughts must be already hitting their mind. Their coach must be with a half a smile ready on the touchline. And it looks like, in all probability, Lakshadweep will be taking the bronze medal here at the 37 National Games in the beach soccer event. So less than half a minute to go. Punjab versus Lakshadweep. It's Lakshadweep for Punjab 2.
Yes, Lakshadweep have been having quite a few chances in this period, and they've managed to convert 2 of them to their advantage, and that's advantage looks like is going to stand till the end of the third period, and that would mean they also take home the bronze medal. But Punjab are not still giving out, playing till the dying moments, playing till the very end of the match here.
And this corner which Punjab have earned is perhaps the final kick of the match. And the Lakshadweep goalkeeper easily collecting that. And there goes the referee's whistle. Means that Lakshadweep have clinched the bronze medal here in the beach soccer competition at the 37 National Games, beating Punjab 4-2. An enthralling match it was, with Lakshadweep dominating the first period of this match, Punjab retaliating and dominating the second period. But in the third period, it was Lakshadweep all the way, and as you can see, it's Lakshadweep players who are the happier lot, greeting each other, and on your screens you can see the sum up of the 3 periods.
I mean, once again, you can see the identity.
What a lovely result for the little island Lakshadweep. They managed to clinch the bronze medal in that beach football event, an interesting event at that, and they beat Punjab. The margin is 4-2, 4-2. And that's one of the results. We got plenty of results, and I've got plenty of results in my hand. It's a good time to share those with you. Let's start with hockey. In women's hockey, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha had a very close contest, and Madhya Pradesh winning by 3-2, 5 goals coming in that match, and the match going to Madhya Pradesh. 3-2 is the result. And in another match, it was nothing separated Jharkhand and Karnataka in an evenly contested match. The final result also suggests the same. It's 2 apiece, Karnataka 2 and Jharkhand 2. And going on to the men's event, Delhi and Maharashtra played a very close match again, and Maharashtra eventually winning that match by 4-3. And in another one, Haryana beating West Bengal by 2-1, and that's the things. And now we are in Goa, and how can we without talking about the water? And we've got plenty of results that's coming through as far as rowing is concerned. Let me take you through one by one. The first event, that is for the women. It is Madhya Pradesh clinching the gold with a timing of 6.44.6 minutes, and Manipur with a silver coming with a timing of 6.54.6, and Kerala clinching the bronze with 7.11.3. That's first, but the second one in the men's event, Services winning the gold. It is Services coming up trumps in the gold, and Delhi with the silver, and Maharashtra with the bronze. And that's the second event as far as rowing is concerned. We have plenty of rowing results to share with you now. And the next result is again men's event, that is Services winning the gold again. Services very, very strong contingent as far as rowing is concerned. They've done the country proud as well. So it's a given that they're going to do very well in the national games. That's exactly what they have done. 6.11.3 is the timing for the gold medal. And Manipur with 6.14.6 claiming the silver, and Punjab coming third, claiming the bronze medal with a timing of 6.20.9. And Kerala claiming the gold in the next women's event, which is with a timing of 6.45.3. Tamil Nadu, the neighbors, coming very close and claiming the silver with 6.47.7. And Manipur winning the bronze medal with a timing of 6.52 minutes. Now, it is again a women's event that we have to give the results for. That's the rowing again. It's Manipur. Manipur doing pretty well. The state will be very, very happy with the kind of results it has. Manipur 7.33, and Uttar Pradesh winning the silver with 7.38.9 minutes, and West Bengal 7.41.9 claiming the bronze. And again back to rowing, that is a women's event this time. Again Haryana 7.03.1 clinching the gold. Manipur finishing with the silver and the timing of 7.16.6, and Punjab claiming the bronze with 7.19.9. And another rowing result for men. Services again, once again, 5.57.8. That's the timing for the gold medal, and Punjab winning the silver with 6.02, and Madhya Pradesh claiming the bronze with 6.05.2. And in yet another men's event, the services with 6.28 claiming the gold. Maharashtra with 6.31 in the second position and taking the silver, and Punjab taking the bronze medal with 6.39.4 minutes. So there are plenty of rowing results. There's plenty of medals for the taking. And Kerala again here in the women's event claiming another gold, the second one for the day, and with the timing of 7.13.9. And Manipur again a silver medal for them with the timing of 7.19.5, and Orissa taking the bronze with 7.20. And another men's event in rowing, 5.475 is the timing for services to clinch gold medal in that category. Services, if I remember correctly, it is the third gold medal for them in a short span of time. Maharashtra in the second position claiming the silver, and Jharkhand taking the bronze there as well. And then another event in rowing for women, that is women Madhya Pradesh with 6.31 claiming the gold, and Manipur with 6.41 claiming the silver, and Odisha with 6.44 in the third position and taking that bronze medal away. And in the final event in drawing to be shared as well as the results are concerned, services with 6.13.1, that's a gold, and with 6.21.3 silver to Delhi, and Maharashtra taking the bronze medal as well. So it is in short what the results have been for you in this 37th edition of the National Games, coming to you live on DD Sports from the beautiful state of Goa. Still a lot more to go as far as action is concerned on day 7. Don't forget to be there on DD Sports. Stay tuned. It's time for us to get back to live action.
बराबरी पे 4-4 इस समय फॉर ऑल। गेम नंबर 4 है प्रगति में। एक अंक और मिलेगा दिया पराग चितले को। जब रिटर्न किया था तो टेबल के बाहर, हालांकि अब वो रैलीज कम देखने को मिल रही हैं और पॉइंट जल्दी जल्दी अर्जित करना चाहती हैं दोनों ही खिलाड़ी। और यहाँ पे टाइम आउट कॉल किया गया है तमिलनाडु द्वारा। ग्लेडियन फ्लोरा सग्याराज ने वो समय लिया। बातचीत करती हुई ग्लेडियन ने ये टाइम आउट कॉल किया, जाके अपने कोच से बात करते हैं कि क्या वो गलतियां हो रही हैं। हालांकि उसके बारे में ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया होगा पिछले 3 गेम में, लेकिन इस गेम में कमबैक कैसे करना है, कैसे वो उम्मीद बना के रखनी है, कैसे वापसी करनी है, इन चीजों के बारे में बात करेंगे। और इन परिस्थितियों में जो आपके कोच होते हैं का काम हो जाता है, क्योंकि वो पूरी तरीके से बाहर से मुकाबले को देख रहे हैं, आत्मविश्वास बढ़ाने का। और कई बार मैंने कुछ कोचेस को देखा है कि कुछ आपकी जो बेहतर पारियां होती हैं उनके बारे में याद दिलाते हैं, ताकि आप उनको याद करके बेहतर प्रदर्शन करें। टाइम आउट के बाद सर्व किया दिया ने और टेबल के बाहर रिटर्न, जिसके चलते 1 पॉइंट ग्लेडियन को।
6-5। अटैक करने के लिए गई थी लेकिन नेट कोर्ट पे लगी और दिया पराग चितले, वो 2 पॉइंट की बढ़त है। मुश्किल गेम इस समय ग्लेडियन फ्लोरा सग्याराज के लिए, लेकिन वापसी करनी पड़ेगी। फिर से बाहर, गलतियों से बचना पड़ेगा और दिया आपको गलतियां कराएंगी, वो अनुभव है। एक अंक और, अब 4 पॉइंट पीछे हैं ग्लेडियन। पांच गेम पॉइंट इस समय दिया पराग चितले के पास, और इसी के साथ ये मुकाबला अपने नाम किया है। शुरुआती उन चारों गेम में मात दी है अपने ओपोनेंट खिलाड़ी ग्लेडियन फ्लोरा सग्याराज को। महाराष्ट्र की दिया पराग चितले लगातार वो चारों गेम में बढ़त प्राप्त की, जीत हासिल की है इस क्वार्टर फाइनल मुकाबले में। और ये वो पॉइंट, ये वो लम्हा जीतने के बाद जानती हैं कि अभी डगर लंबी है, लेकिन आप सेलिब्रेट भी खुद ही करती हैं।
And even when we say take a breather, in a flash, Maharashtra equalized. And that's the true Maharashtrian nature and character. They'll concede at the start, but this time, of course, they took the lead. But they've had a seesaw it comes down to performance. It could set anxiety to all the ones supporting Maharashtra, because this is a tight contest for these teams. But look, Maharashtra would certainly be going forward. One of the teams, of course, to be going forward to the semi-finals. Remember, the two top teams from Pool A and Pool B would be going forward to the playoffs. Easy math.
Who tries a long ranger. Quick clearance from the Goa goalkeeper. That was a lovely header from the Goa captain. Yes, Pedro Antonio Gonçalves. But the Kerala goalkeeper manages to parry it across the goal line for a corner kick. Going to be taken by the Goa captain, Pedro. And passes it on. Oh, that could have been close. The spectators slowly waking up to what could be a pulsating match that begins. Both the teams trying to play very cautiously, and that was a lovely strike there. That's Pedro there, the Goa captain, who intercepts the ball, tries to make his way through the two defenders. But now it's Kerala on the attack. Musher. But here's a chance, an opportunity for the Goa team. Kashinath Rathod, the number 9. There's a fall. Referee cautioning. And this could be very, very dangerous for Goa now. It's a free kick in a very, very, should we say, advantageous position for Kerala, as just the goalkeeper in between the goal and the number 10 for Kerala, Musher.
It's the third minute of the first half. Yes, and Kerala have scored there. That's a brilliant strike from Kerala, beating Goa's goalkeeper hands down. It's Kerala 1, it's Goa 0 in just the third minute of the first period in this gold medal match in beach soccer. The crowd is stunned, the Goa bench is stunned, and but since it's still early, nothing can be ruled out. Goa will be looking for an equalizer very soon, but Kerala still in possession here.
I think that was something that was unnecessary. Oh, that's a close call. That's a close call. Definitely, that was Mohammad Unais who came close. He went for the close angle. Now ball with the Goa captain, Pedro Antonio Gonçalves. But Kerala forcing a throw-in to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper swinging it to his front line. That's a handball, but referee says play on. And that's an amazing save. That was Pratik coming up with a lovely save. The shot from Basit KP. Good save to keep Goa. Now with the captain, Goa captain swinging it while the ball going harmlessly over the crossbar for a Kerala goal kick. The goalkeeper swings it. Safe hands of the goalkeeper Pratik Kankonkar. And once again, swinging it towards his captain, Pedro Antonio. There you have one more try for Kankonkar. And Kankonkar swings again. And there it is. And that's another save. That's another save from Pratik Kankonkar. Kerala have been quite organized with the way they have going up with this. And that's a throw in for Kerala. No, that went off the Kerala player. So there you have the goalkeeper, Pratik Kankonkar.
All right, Goa now reeling from that goal scored by Kerala. It's the 5th minute of the first period. But as of now, a Kerala player is down. The referee has asked him if he's okay and is all set for a throw-in by Goa. But Carl Joshua now with another throw-in, looking for his captain, and that header missed the goal by inches there, with the crowd of supporters here almost thinking that it was a goal. But here is the captain once again, and his shot deflected by the Kerala defender, resulting in a corner for Goa. Goa's captain, Pedro Antonio, looking for Carl Joshua, who comes in, strikes it wide. But that was a good try, no doubt, because of the uneven bounce. And a quick return from Kerala's goalkeeper. And is that the moment that the crowd has been looking for? Goa's captain Pedro Antonio was deep inside Kerala territory. And yes, the ball is gone to Pedro Antonio. The referee has awarded a penalty. The captain of the Goa team, who saved them yesterday, he scored a brilliant penalty to equalize against Lakshadweep last night. And here he is, ready to do an encore here against Kerala in the finals. We are in the 5th minute of the gold medal match between Goa and Kerala. It's Goa's captain, Pedro Antonio, ready to take this penalty. And the crowd is waiting with bated breath for the referee to make sure that the ball is placed properly. Pedro Antonio taking his time. He told us yesterday that he was very confident when he took that penalty against Lakshadweep. But what can he do here? Pedro Antonio, the captain, and he has scored a brilliant right footer, which the goalkeeper from Kerala had no chance at all. And the crowd going berserk here with Goa's equalizer. Kerala were leading till that moment, but it's the captain to the rescue once again. Goa's captain Pedro Antonio, in whom his coach has so much faith. Bruno Coutinho, Goa's head coach, told me last night that his main man is the captain. And this match already developing into a thriller. We are in the 6th minute of the period 1 of this match, the gold medal match, Kerala versus Goa. With me in the commentary box, Bambino Dias and Eric Gomes.
And once again, the goalkeeper, Pratik Kankonkar, controlling things from behind. And that's a good way because the goalkeeper has the best view of the game. And there we have the ball trickling back to the goalkeeper, Kerala goalkeeper, making that throw. And Carl Joshua, just making sure that he gets nothing of it. Headed out by Goa's Latish Kunkolkar.
Yeah, but Kerala now still with possession. Roy with the ball, trying to outmaneuver Goa's 2 defenders, but they are too strong for him. Carl Joshua and Richard Cardoz. Richard Cardoz giving a brilliant pass down the right flank, but that try from Goa was collected neatly by the Kerala goalkeeper. It's a roller coaster here unfolding. It's a seesaw battle between Goa and Kerala. Kerala, as you know, are the national champions, having won the national championship in January this year. But Goa are also a very good team. Goa looking for gold. Bruno Coutinho told us yesterday that they want to go for gold, but Kerala's coach told us as well that they are in the line for goal, and Carl Joshua's brilliant right footer almost made it into the net. The goalkeeper from Kerala had no chance whatsoever, but there was no luck on Goa's side, and that's a huge wide shot from Kerala. In the meanwhile, referee giving some instructions to a Goa defender, and Goa's goalkeeper Pratik very safely passing the ball to the Goan forwards. Every few seconds, the ball is either on the left, where Kerala are facing Goa, or on the right, where Goa are facing Kerala. Yes, it's Goa versus Kerala in the beach soccer finals for the gold medal match. Bambino, you are surely a player yourself in beach soccer, not as frequently as these guys. So what's your take on the energy and endurance levels of the Kerala and Goa players?
Well, at the moment, both the teams seems to be having a fair share of play. Goa have come back from being 1 goal down, and as far as stamina, of course, is concerned, I'm sure everyone, both the teams or the players from both teams, Goa and Kerala, have played beach soccer in its fun form, and here they are representing their state and vying for top honors here at the 37th National Games.
Yes, so now a kick in for Kerala, and a brilliant save by Goa's goalkeeper, who has saved them even yesterday in the semi-finals so many times. He is so brilliant at his job. But in the middle of the field of play now, Carl Joshua recovering there, giving the ball to Kashinath, who tries to get past the Lakshadweep midfielders, but he fails in his attempts. I beg your pardon, the Kerala midfielders. So Kerala once again with the ball. The bounce here, as you know, for beach soccer can be deceptive to any player, however good he is. It's beach soccer after all. It's soft sand, and we are talking from the soft sands of Kolva, Goa's international destination, where so many tourists and people from all over the world flock to. But here is a Goa move coming here your way. It's Kashinath, who almost got past the Kerala defense, and it's seesawed back to Kerala. But Kashinath comes back to get possession, and look at that bounce. That bounce could have deceived the Kerala goalkeeper. The ball from Satish Naik could have taken Goa ahead, but once again, it's Kashinath with the ball down the left flank. Is looking for his teammate, and Goa's goalkeeper takes it away.
Oh, that was Goa's number 7, Richard Cardoz, who tried to take the ball on flight and see if he could get it right in the goal. But here's Carl now with the ball, passes it on to Pratik, the goalkeeper, who once again tries to find Richard Cardoz on the far right flank.
Yes, wonderful setting here. The sun is slowly taking its time to set tonight. Perhaps the sun is also enjoying this enthralling match between Goa and Kerala in the gold medal, who are both in gold medal contention here in beach soccer. And that try by Basit from Kerala, this young man who has given such a fabulous display of himself right through the tournament. He's energetic, he's all over the place, he's helping his teammates wherever, and that shot by him was wide, but he tried well enough. Kerala once again in possession here in Goa territory. Can they make something out of this? But a good save from Goa's goalkeeper does not change the scoreline. Basit once again, and he shoots straight into the crowd, who are always welcome to tap a ball back into field of play. So Goa once again with possession here. Carl Joshua looking for his captain Pedro Antonio, but Kerala taking a ball away, and unfortunately, the Kerala player stunned that the call goes against his team. So it's Goa who are going to take the throw-in, while the Kerala coach argues with the officials. It always happens. The coaches on the touchlines have an opportunity to have a face-off with the officials when things don't go their way. But here is Goa's goalkeeper looking for a long throw-in to his captain. And is the captain fouled in the D?
That was a close call, I must say. The spectators were looking for another penalty in favor of the host Goa. And here we have the captain of Goan team now. Could this be a change? And that is it. A goal there from captain. And what a lovely strike by Pedro Antonio Gonçalves. The second goal for him. And he has finally got Goa up in the lead from what they were in the dying minutes of the first period of play. They'll be happy to wind up the first period of play with a lead, not only to keep their morale up, but also to have a little slender edge as they go into the first period of break. And here we have the Goa goalkeeper, he has caught the ball a little outside the area. This could be dangerous for Goa. This could be dangerous for Goa.
That was a moment where Carl Joshua was in two minds whether to shoot the ball out or let the goalkeeper come and collect it. But that results in a kick being given to Kerala. This is a dangerous moment for Goa. They just scored their second goal. But here are Kerala with an opportunity there to equalize. What a match this is turning out to be! And that
what a
is
lovely save.
Fabulous save from Pratik. He is a champion goalkeeper. Goa has seen Pratik. He's capturing the hearts of the supporters of the host Goa, who are leading here 2-1. They are leading Kerala 2-1 in the first period, which is about to come to an end. And that was a good chance for Umarul of Kerala to equalize, but he could not make anything out of it. So Pratik with a long throw to his teammate Satish Naik, and referee blows the whistle, and with the spectators shouting, Goa, Goa. That signals the end of the first period, where Goa are leading Kerala by 2-1.
Yeah, so that there you see on your screen, Kerala, who started off scoring from Musher in the first period, the first goal, and then not only an equalizer, but also a goal that took Goa up by 2-1 from their captain, Pedro Antonio Gonçalves. And in the dying minutes, it could have been an equalizer. There you see the highlights of the first period of play. What a lovely moment it has been. That's the goal from Pedro Antonio Gonçalves, the equalizer that came in. And very soon you'll see the second goal for Goa from Pedro Antonio Gonçalves. And in the dying minutes, of course, that lovely save there of a free kick from Musher by the Goan goalkeeper Pratik Francisco Kankonkar, denying the opposition team Kerala from evening out proceedings. As the sun would be setting here in probably 45 minutes to 1 hour's time from now. There you see spectators. Go, Josh, go. That's Goa's star striker, the defender actually, Carl Joshua. And spectators who are looking forward to celebrating along with the Goa team if they manage to hold on to the lead that they have. And of course, before the sun sets, it would be one of these two teams who'll be on top of the podium with the gold medal. It can be anyone's game. Goa have come from being 1 goal down in the first period with 2 goals from Pedro Antonio Gonçalves, their captain, whereas Musher, who failed to convert that last-minute free kick. Pratik standing in line, standing with anticipated that free kick really well, came right out of his goal post to deny Kerala an equalizer.
Yeah, but Bambi, away from the field of play, you can see these kids enjoying in the water, kids enjoying in the stands, and it's a wonderful setting all round here. It's sports, it's serenity, it's sun, it's sand, and lots more. And as I say that, the players are coming back for the second session of this gold medal match, in the beach soccer competition. What an exciting time they've given us. What an exciting time they've given the spectators here who love soccer, who love their players. Kerala are playing brilliantly. Goa are playing brilliantly. It's a real finals that you are witnessing here at the Kolva Beach, the beach soccer finals of the 37th National Games.
Well, here we have now Goa playing from left to right. The captain in possession of the ball, Pedro Antonio Gonçalves, will be trying to increase his individual goals. He already has 2 to his kitty. Both the goals for Goa scored through their captain. Kerala, meanwhile, are on the attack right from the word go. That was a really close call and a goal line save from Carl Joshua D'Souza denying Kerala that goal. It was a lovely attack from Suhail. Suhail hit the ball, but it was Joshua who was there standing between Kerala and a goal.
Maybe that save by Carl Joshua can be, you know, the turning point of the match, one of the turning points of the match, because it was such a critical save that Goa has seen the scoreline remain at 2-1 in their favor. So after change of ends, it's the first minute of the second period. Goa's captain, Pedro Antonio, leading from the front. He's a brilliant forward. He coordinates well with all his players, and he really makes life miserable for the defenders in the opposing team. Here are Goa with a throw-in. Up.
And that's a lovely goal there. Goal number 3 for Goa. Goal number 3 for Pedro Antonio Gonçalves. What a lovely left foot he has. He scored right from there in the mouth of the goal. He got an opportunity of the ball and doesn't make absolutely no mistake. There you see a throw-in taken in from Goa, the number 4, Latish Kungolkar. It comes off the defender, the Kerala defender, and Pedro Antonio Gonçalves makes no mistake of scoring. The third
there
goal.
You see Pedro Antonio's third goal makes it a hat-trick for him. The first hat-trick in beach soccer finals. His name has entered the record books. Pedro Antonio scoring a hat-trick for Goa, and the scoreline 3-1 in favor of Goa is the second minute of the second period of the beach soccer finals here. The gold medal match in beach soccer at the 37 National Games. Goa earning a corner there. And that header.
Yes, a diving header there from Goa's number 9, Kashinath. The ball went really too fast for his header. He anticipated that pass coming in from his teammate, but didn't anticipate it to be that fast. But here's Kerala with a throw-in from Bashit. Bashit, of course, is one of their star players. He moves very fast, very nimbly. He is with the ball right now, passes it on to his number 7, Suhail. Suhail there tries a back reverse kick, but that was much, almost 10 feet above the goal post.
And maybe if you can see, the sun is shining. I think it's shining on Kerala, but it's smiling on Goa.
Yes, you can say that. There'll be one team that will be smiling and one team that will be sad. But at the moment, it's Goa that's smiling, Team Goa. But Kerala are no mean a team. They can come back from being 2 goals down. Goa have come into the second period with vengeance. They have started off from where they left off in the first half. Started off really on a very high note. And now they have decided, I'm sure their coach Bruno Coutinho has told them to keep the pressure on Kerala. But here we have Kerala, their number 10, Musher, who has scored 1 goal. He missed an opportunity to equalize it in the dying moments of the first half. The ball going over the sidelines for a throw-in for Goa, and it's going to be Carl Joshua is going to take the throw-in. surely through his goalkeeper, Prateek.
So, Babi, there have been two people who have scored goals in the finals. Mushir for Kerala, and all the 3 goals by the captain, Pedro Antonio. And in the meanwhile, Goa still in possession here. They certainly don't want to lose possession. And Latish, they're taking an ambitious shot from the right flank. But now possession once again with Kerala. And that shot by Umarul just going above the crossbar, and Goa remains safe, and the goalkeeper has defended yet again. Richard Cardoz there, jersey number 7 for Goa, and could that have been a goal? Richard Cardoz would have been jumping with joy, but unfortunately for him, it just missed the target. But once again, Goa down the left flank, Carl Joshua! A brilliant left footer. Carl Joshua is one of those guys who can shoot with his left as well as right.
Yeah, that was a terrific, should we say, left footer. Great shot that went like a bullet, but missing the goal by quite a few yards. Here we have Kerala now trying a long ranger. The Kerala player, number 3, who's trying a long ranger, Srijit, but presenting no danger to the Goa goalkeeper, who stood on his line, who's come out from his line to save a terrific free kick earlier in the first half, in the first period. And here we have Goa, the Goa captain, who has scored 3 goals, who has a hat-trick to his credit. All 3 goals for Goa, and he's back on the field now. As you know, it's rolling substitution in beach football, and this could be close. But that power, that shot didn't have any power.
The crowd is absolutely enjoying proceedings here. They enjoyed the third place playoff earlier, and now they are enjoying this grand finale between Kerala and Goa. The finals of the beach soccer competition at Kolva Beach. There you go. Kerala now with possession. Their goalkeeper coming forward, looking for a player. Yes, he's found Ali Akbar. Ali Akbar with the ball, turning and driving past the 2 defenders, but the goalkeeper was on hand. The Goa goalkeeper defended that well. But here's a kick in for Kerala. Let's see what comes out of this.
I'm sure the Goa goalkeeper looks like he is looking at the ball like a huge, like a moon, I think. He can get the ball. He knows where the ball is coming in. He's so sure of where the next move from Kerala would be. Kerala, of course, at the moment seem to be a little lost. It
does happen because when you suffer goals suddenly, and that two goals on the trot, you run out of ideas, and perhaps they want to pull one back, and that will get them back to normality. So here Goa demanding that it was a deflection of the Kerala player, but still it's a kick in for Kerala. Let's see what comes out of this. Tough defending by Goa, but Kerala still in there.
Some
And
nice
he couldn't
play
do-
there. Nice play there, Savio. I mean, that's delectable, you know, when you approach the goal. So suddenly Kerala seems to be changing tack. They are trying to attack from all sides. They want at least that one goal, which will bring them back into the game. And there it is. And that's the second goal. He just toes it in. That's Kerala number 11, Mohammad Unais, who pulled one back,
So Kerala
making it 3-2.
opening their account after Goa scored those 2 goals. So pulling one back, and the scoreline now reads 2-3. And as I said earlier, if Kerala had got a goal, they will now be back to normality, because those 2 earlier goals by Goa had pushed them back a bit. And here is the Kerala team with a throw in. The goalkeeper pushing them forward, asking them to push deep into Goa territory. And now the Goa captain, who has scored 3 goals for them, 3 brilliant ones at that, looking for his players. He's tackled by 2 defenders, and now Kerala down the right flank is trying for a left-footed drive there, but that drives out itself, and Goa goalkeeper more than happy to collect the ball and pass it to his captain.
That's
Goa.
Mohammad Unais. Mohammad Unais, who's come in as a substitute. He seems to have made a lot of difference. There he is doing well. Mohammad Unais going alone, and that's it. That's the equalizer. Mohammad Unais finding the gap and finding number 5. That's Umarul Mukhtar. Umarul Mukhtar with the equalizer. It's 3-all.
That's
In
a
the second
shocking moment
period.
for Goa, leading by 2 goals. This session is not happening for them as yet. The last few minutes at least, they were leading, and Kerala have pulled 2 back, equalizing. It's 3-3, but all the same, this match has lots more to offer. Goa about to start after suffering that goal. Here they are. The goalkeeper from Kerala running to collect it, and a long throw from him to Roy in Goa's danger area. Roy trying a bicycle kick, but couldn't manage. And here is a Goa attack, but the Kerala defense has united to ward off that attack. Goa still with the ball, looking to make amends here, to make amends for suffering those 2 goals in quick succession from Kerala. And there you go, throw in for Goa in the Kerala half. Carl Joshua coming in. Goa still looking for a goal, a good try by Kashinath, but he couldn't do anything much. And the referee calls out a kick in for Kerala. So in the 10th minute of the second period, this is the period or the time when the players start feeling the drain, feeling the energy going down. But that's a brilliant left footer from Kerala's Mohammad Unais, and although the Goa goalkeeper was alert, that could have been dangerous. And is that a corner kick earned by Goa? Yes, Goa's Richard Cardoz running to take that corner, but 2 Kerala players seem to be down, asking for help, looking for attention here. It can happen to players from both sides, and the spectators are all smiles. They are happy, but the local supporters are apprehensive about what will turn out from this match. Will Goa get the gold? Maybe they can make a difference with this corner kick coming. Calmly collected by the Kerala goalkeeper. A move down the right flank. And Carl Joshua defending brilliantly, and that's a brilliant pass from Kerala, and it was Roy who almost got it, but with only the goalkeeper to beat, he missed out on increasing Kerala's score here against Goa. But they're still with the ball. Kerala claiming a handball, but the referee rules that out. So ball back in possession with Goa. Satish Naik loses the ball, and here is Goa's goalkeeper looking for Richard Cardoz. Satish Naik giving it to Goa's defender Latish. That throw from Goa's goalkeeper didn't do good for his team at all. And looking to score another one here. The last two goals that have come from Kerala. Goa facing Kerala, 3-3. It's the 11th minute of the second period. What a match it's turning out to be. What a finals. What a gold medal match. Kerala versus Goa in the beach soccer finals here at Kolva Beach.
Fabio, that's right. We are actually sitting at the edge of our seats. And that's Richard Cardoz putting Goa in the lead again.
Yes, Richard Cardoz turning so many solemn Goan faces in the crowd to smiling Goan faces. It's 4 to Goa, it's 3 to Kerala. They're leading by 1 goal now, almost the end of the second period. Kerala 3, Goa 4. What a match, what a finals, and what a save from Goa's goalkeeper. It's really a seesaw. There's action in both parts of the game here, both halves of the game, and that header from Goa almost made it into the net. But Kerala back here, attacking Goa into the Goa danger area. But Carl Joshua ensures that his goalkeeper gets the ball. His goalkeeper looking for Richard Cardoz down the left flank. But that was a very bad throw from the Goa goalkeeper. But all the same, now here Kerala once again. Down the flank, intercepted well. Richard Cardoz trying to go past the Kerala defense. And is that a foul? No, the Kerala team gets the ball again. And it's Kerala's Basit with the ball now. This young Basit who is so fabulous. Intercepted by Goa's defender to safety. Basit runs to gather the ball, throws into his defender, who's going for a long shot here, knowing the time, but shoots wide. And it's the end of the second period. A very happy end for Goa. Bruno Coutinho is happy to call his players back at the second session. Surely happy that they are in the lead here. 4 goals to Goa, 3 to Kerala. What an entertaining session it has been. 2 periods gone. Bambino, Kerala 3 and Goa 4.
Well, it was, of course, Kerala who managed to come back to equalize, and then in the dying minutes of the second period, it was Goa getting back from that lovely goal from Richard Cardoz. What a, should we say, twist and turn of fortune that's going on, a seesaw battle between Kerala and Goa, and I'm sure scenes here right at the Kolva beach, which are similar to somewhere in Kerala, would be a treat for not only the players but also for tourists who make a beeline for a beach like this here in Goa. Very, very popular among tourists. Like Alric said, C in South Goa stands for Kolva and C in North Goa stands for Kalangut, the 2 beaches that are so famous for tourists from not only in India but from all around the globe.
Bambi, I think you can feel that peace and quiet. Here we have a recap, the highlights of what exactly happened. That's an amazing save from the Goa goalkeeper. And that's a close miss. And that's the equalizer from the Goa captain. And then that one gulped down by the Kerala goalkeeper. Joshua coming close. And there is the second to give Goa the lead. And then a save from Joshua. Then that's the 3-1. And that's stowed in to make it 3-2. And then we have this easy tap-in for the equalizer. But again, Goa responded with Richard Cardoz. That's the peace and quiet and the calm that is going to come before the storm. And the storm is going to be in the third and final period of this gold medal match. This jam-packed stadium here, makeshift stadium at the Kolva beach. We have everything here. That's the GFA president in the light blue shirt. Dr. Caetano Fernandez having a word with one of the guests. Go Josh, go Josh. That is the Joshua supporters. Joshua, who hails from Kalangut. His family has really stood behind him. His family owns a business, they have a hotel, and they have backed their player all the way. Here we get ready for the third and final period of this gold medal match between Kerala and Goa. Goa leading 4-3. And we are ready. And there is the kickoff. And now that's Joshua. Back to his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper makes the fling and headed in and cleared away by the Kerala defender. And the goalkeeper once again coming back. Kerala keeping possession. Ball onto Roy, but Joshua doing well. And
that back.
poking it out
Yes.
for a corner. Thank God it wasn't within the frame.
The back pass from Joshua to his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper completely didn't realize that Joshua would be passing it to him. At the moment, no harm done, but Kerala are still in possession of the ball. They have to not only equalize, they need to make sure they keep the lead, so they are slowly mounting the pressure on Goa. Goa right now are just playing a little look and watch kind of a moment. They are not pressurizing the opponents, but that one goal lead is not going to be enough. There's more than 10 minutes of play that's left. It's the final session, final period, the third period, and although Goa leading by one slender goal, that's not enough when it comes to beach football. Every minute counts.
Every
Here we-
second, I would say, Banbi.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know what every move can do. As we seen yesterday, how Goa turned the match on its head in those crucial 14 seconds and begged. And that's it. The ball trickling in. That's Rohit. Rohit finding the equalizer. We are on level terms once again. Hardly 2 minutes gone into this final period, third and final period. There you see it. Rohit doesn't get a clean shot, but it just hits a small dune and trickles into the Goa goal. There it is.
So Kerala's fourth goal.
So that's 4-all at the moment as the sun goes down on Kolva, as the sun goes down on this gold medal match. And that's a quick counter. Goa goalkeeper coming out. And there he is again, Rohit. They are fighting, they are giving it all. Once again, a very tough ball back for the Goa goalkeeper. But he seems to be there every way. Some constructive
Well,
play
there's
there.
another move coming in for Kerala. This could be dangerous for Goa, but then cleared well. Luck on their side as of now. But both the teams are on even grounds right now. That's Goa captain now with the ball. Pedro Antonio, who has a hat-trick to his credit. But that left footer from Kashinath now going quite wide from the goal post. Kerala now are back in possession of the ball. That was a lovely ball, should we say.
So it's Goa's captain, the scorer of 3 goals in action. Once again, a good cross to Carl Joshua, who already was running down the left flank. Carl Joshua! Oh, that was a miss. What a unlucky miss from Goa's captain. He almost got it, but it's the sand that did him in. Bad luck to Goa. And good luck to Kerala there. It's 4-all. Look at that replay. He could have got a goal, but Kerala came out undamaged in that moment. It's 4-4. Kerala versus Goa in the final session of the beach soccer finals.
Yes, we have about 7 minutes of play that's left, and it's going to be a very, very crucial 7 minutes for both the teams. Meanwhile, Goa player gets a yellow card, Carl Joshua, from the referee. The first yellow card of the match.
Kerala from that throw-in, quickly looking for their forward. But the ball now in Goa possession. Goa goalkeeper looking for his captain, who tries to pass to his teammate with a soft header. But unfortunately for him, it trickled out. Kerala with a good opportunity here. Looking for his player on the right flank. But Goa's Nehal Parab was there on time to make sure that he could kick that ball out, resulting in a throw-in for Kerala.
Well, we have Suhail now who's going to take the throw in. And this could be very, very close and dangerous for Goa, but saved on the sidelines. And looks like the referee has given a goal for Kerala. Players already celebrating. Well, we don't have goal line assist, but there's a yellow card for the Goa player, Kashinath, for arguing with the referee for the decision that he made. And now well, there's no goal line technology that's involved. It's the referees that stands with his decision, the final decision from the referee. And this decision at this time.
This is one big moment in the 5th minute of the final period. There are discussions, arguments still going on, and Goa's head coach, Bruno Coutinho, also getting involved. But these moments have to be managed with calm. It always happens. Decisions can go against you.
Yes, pretty much part of the game, Sabio. I mean, these are things you've got to do, put up in sport. And that's why they say sport is a great leveler.
Yes, Goa players should know that, and they have experience enough to pull themselves once again and get into the proceedings of the match. About to get into the 6th minute now. Goa's captain trying to be innovative there with a sort of a half bicycle kick, and Kerala goalkeeper finding his teammate Umarul on the right flank. But Goa captain Pedro Antonio trying to fend him off. The goalkeeper comes to the rescue, and Pedro Antonio now sending one across, and the crowd asking for a handball. But that good run by Suhail from Kerala, just missing the mark. Goa now, Richard Cardoz looking for his captain. Can he do something here? No, the Kerala player running away with the ball. Latish taking away from Richard Cardoz. But Goa once again in a spot of trouble there. Kerala's goal scorer, Musi does it again. He has taken Kerala to a 2-goal lead here. It's 6-4 for Kerala in the 6th minute of the final session against Goa in the gold medal match. Kerala is 6, Goa is 4. A pulsating encounter here. The crowd has been silenced by Musir, who brings home another goal for Kerala. It's 6-4 in favor of Kerala. Let's see what Goa can do now. And that left-footed strike by the captain, misses its mark. There are still a little less than 6 minutes of time here for Goa to do something, as Carl Joshua intercepts and passes it to his goalkeeper. And here's the captain, Goa's captain, Pedro Antonio. And can Richard Cardoz, he has found a goal there. A brilliant dribble and a left-footed drive into the Kerala net brings Goa their 5th goal. And Kerala are shocked there the very next minute. After scoring 2 goals, Goa has pulled one back. It's 5 to Goa. It's 6 to Kerala. It's all happening here in the finals. The gold medal match at the beach soccer competition at Kolba Beach, as Richard Cardoz tries once again to get past the Kerala goalkeeper. Goa fighting it out. Kerala trying to defend with all their might here. And what a brilliant save from the Kerala goalkeeper from the shot by Carl Joshua. Carl Joshua was quickly back to defend for his team. Richard Cardoz down the right flank looking for the captain, Pedro Antonio. Can you believe it? In the 3rd session, Kerala 6, Goa 5.
Savio, we still have a final on hand. Kerala seem to have their noses in front, and for good reason. They've done well to keep their cool and to keep the scoreboard moving. Goa have relied on their captain to get them their goals. They've done well so far,
This was
and
really
that's
close for Joshua. Well, a lovely corner taken from their captain. Should have taken advantage of the fact that he was almost unmarked there. But that's in the past. Kerala are once again on the attack now on the right flank. Let's see. We still have about 4 minutes of play that's left, and anything can happen in more than 200 seconds that are left.
So Kerala's Suhail, they're coming for the kick in. And this can be dangerous for Goa, but is Carl Joshua saving them from danger? But no, says the lineman, and it's a corner kick for Kerala now. Kerala's Roy raiding himself to take the corner kick. He's looking for Suhail. Suhail has headed it to Umarul. And Goa's Kashinath down the right flank looking for his captain. Tries to dribble past, loses the ball. Down the left flank now is Roy. And Kerala's forward line of Suhail and Roy trying to make something out of this. But Goa's goalkeeper has gone far to the right flank to save that moment for his team. It's 6 to Kerala, 5 to Goa. What a grand finale has this been in the beach soccer competition. Both teams have had a great run through the tournament here at the 37th National Games. The sun is slowly saying goodbye to us this evening, but it surely won't set before proceedings are finalized here. Kerala 6, Goa 5. Down the right flank is Richard Cardoz, and his right-footed thunderous shot blocked by the Kerala goalkeeper, resulting in a corner. Can Goa do something of this? So Kerala still here. Kerala's Mohammad Unis trying to dribble past 2 defenders. Carl Joshua crying in pain, and that shot from Kerala blocked by the Goa goalkeeper, and Goa's captain Pedro Antonio, who was waiting for the throw from the Goa goalkeeper, is fouled there, and the spectators shouting at the referee for not listening to Goa captain's call, or please to say that it was not a foul. So here are Kerala once again in the 10th minute of the final session, the final period here of a beach soccer competition.
Yes, that free kick from Rohit, who has already one goal to his credit, is just goes wide of the goal post.
You can see the crowd there occupying every inch of space around this beach soccer arena at Kolva Beach. What can Goa do out of this? It's the 10th minute of the final session. Yesterday they showed us that they can make comebacks. But Kerala in possession here. They'll be happy to get as much possession as possible. Kerala goalkeeper taking his own time, looking for his forward. That's Mushir, who was well blocked by the Goa defense. And Goa's captain here, looking for someone, earns the corner there. Pedro Antonio.
This could be decisive. Goa will have to take advantage of this moment now. Goa captain taking his time, finds his player, Satish Naik, but Kerala has... Oh, this could be close. The ball just hitting the overhead crossbar.
That shot by Satish Naik clearly was almost a goal. Hit the crossbar, bad luck to him. But in the meanwhile, there has been a scuffle near the Kerala goal with the Kerala goalkeeper being attended to. Goa's players. There you can see that shot hitting the crossbar. The Kerala goalkeeper running to collect the ball. And Goa could not get anything much out of it. Carl Joshua was hoping for the referee to rule something his way. And if the clock stopped at 10:28, it means that 1 minute 32 seconds are left here. What can Goa do to Kerala? What can Kerala do to Goa? Kerala leading 6-5. It's the final, the gold medal match. They're both gunning for gold. They both want the gold. Goa desperately want it. Kerala already the national champions in the national championship held in January. Goa looking for their first gold ever. This competition has been introduced in the national games. Beach soccer, it's a sport that comes naturally to people from Kerala and from Goa. The last minute and a half here of the final session of the gold medal match. Kerala's goalkeeper taking his time. Looks for his player. Clean collection by the Goa keeper. Looking once again for Pedro Antonio, the Goa captain, who makes a good comeback. And now it's Goa's Latish with the ball, looking for his captain. Can he do it? And what a save there from Umarul. Kerala's Umarul, before Goa's forward could get it. He clears the ball. A corner from Goa. Carl Joshua looking for it. And now Kerala could have made something out of it. But the Goa goalkeeper coming forward to clear the ball.
Yes, at the moment, of course, it looks like fortunes are favoring Kerala with 60 seconds and less to count down. Anything can happen. Every second plays. Kerala would be happy to keep possession of the ball and just try and waste as much time as possible. They still have possession of the ball. It's their number 11 star striker Mohamed Unais who's with the ball right now. This could be very close, but well saved there by Prateek. He read the ball very well.
By this corner from Kerala, if they make something out of it, it's game end for Goa. Kerala have earned a corner, less than half a minute to go in the gold medal match. But Carl Joshua is there for Goa. Kerala still looking to do something. The Goa goalkeeper has to be quick here, looking for his captain, Pedro Antonio. Can he do something? No, but it has been well defended by Kerala. Pedro Antonio was deep into Kerala territory. A crucial throw-in for Goa in the final of the gold medal match. Carl Joshua claiming that he has been fouled, but Kerala there, are they going to seal it? And yes, Kerala has scored. And on the gold medal here, they put it across the host Goa. Kerala doing well in the last session of play. They've scored yet another goal. Kerala surely here earning the gold medal, scoring yet another goal, and Goa's players are shocked. They cannot believe it. But this happens in sport, in any sport. You have to take disappointment into your stride. Goa starting there, and that's the final whistle. That shows that Kerala have put it across Goa and won this championship, taking the gold medal in the beach soccer competition, beating Goa 7-5 in the finals at Kolva Beach. Look at the Kerala team.